Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you something I've never seen before. This is an awesome idea. This is the Optimal Ventures Broadbeam LED headlamp. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to show you this light. This is really cool and innovative. Very different kind of headlamp. We're not used to these. You know, normally we're used to a headlamp that's very traditional. A headlamp that has a single spotlight, like this Bushnell here I demoed like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. And we're going to do a head-to-head between them. I'm going to show you the difference. But that's normally what you get. You know, you get a strong cone or spotlight of light, and you don't get an area kind of illuminated all the way around you. Well, with this you do, and it's very, very lightweight. As you can tell here, you have a thin film of LEDs, 20 LEDs total, all the way around the front. It's a very, very handy and very comfortable, I might add, headset. So we're going to demo it a little bit. I'm going to give you a little more information. Now, the broadband headlight kind of lights up like any other, unlike traditional headlamps. Like I said, you don't have that big spotlight. You have a big, wide, kind of 210-degree field of view of headlamp, as you can tell on the box here. 210 degree. And this is made by a company called Optimal Ventures. It gives you the ability to have hands-free, wide area lighting, which is nice. If you're out, say, changing a tire, if you're out, say, in the woods, you know, at your campsite, you want to be able to see more than just what's right in front of you. You want to have that big, wide open area. Now, the high on this is 300 lumens. The low, believe it or not, they don't give you the low setting. I would guess to say it's 90 to 100 lumens. The 300 lumens, although it doesn't sound very bright, is actually very bright. And again, it's going to look a little different. It's not going to look very bright at first to you until you realize how much light you have spread everywhere. It's a broad beam, not a spotlight. So don't expect spotlight brightness from it. It's to illuminate a wide area, not just a central area. The good part about that is if you're working with a group, okay, and you kind of turn around, you're not going to blind somebody with that spotlight. You're going to just have a nice, soft, wide beam there that won't blind somebody. So that's kind of handy if you're working in a group of people. If it catches your eyes, it's not going to blind someone. So let's get into the headband here. You have 20 LEDs, as I told you. The headband is a stretchy kind of deal here. This is your on, off, high and low and off switch. This is the battery bank. Now this I'm going to get into a little bit because this does take 3 AAAs. I kind of wish it had been rechargeable. I personally don't mind using batteries for stuff, but when I'm thinking about using it for survival, I like the fact that I could recharge it with, say, a portable folding solar panel or something like that. Now I have a good deal of AAA batteries stocked away, so I'm not worried about it. This will come like this when you get it, okay? And there's your on and off switch. So if you don't want to accidentally trigger this with this switch, you can just set it off here. Now I'll show you the bottom. There's where your 3 AAAs go. It doesn't come with batteries, so I had to put those in. I put nice fresh ones in so I can demo this a little bit later in the video. If only I could manage to put it in there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. Then I'm going to turn off the switch. Okay. You'll tuck this in here, and this goes towards the back of your head. There we go. And it's a nice tight fit, so it won't be flopping out all the way. So if you want to turn that on and off, you can do it through the fabric here real easily. So this is how it will sit on your head, and you'll have that nice wide beam. This will be in the back like that, and you'll be able to pretty much control the beam from any way you want. So you just hit high, low, and off. And this is your switch on the side. So I figure it's a good time to demo it and show you the differences. You may not like this for your usage. You may like a traditional headlamp with a big spot, you know. But I'm going to demo this, and we're going to show you the difference between a traditional and one of these wide beam kind of headlights. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the tire of my vehicle, and just as a prepper preps for everything, not just end of the world zombie disaster. You may be changing a tire on the side of the road with one of these. So I'm going to show you what that looks like with both headlights, and then we're going to put them up on the wall and show you the difference too. So let's get to that, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're on my tire here. We're going to go with the traditional. This is the Bushnell. And there you go. Pretty bright light, but you notice that spot is in one place. And if you need to see what's coming at you far over this way, you notice it starts getting darker. Now let's try the other. Now how do you like that? That is so much more of an even light. And even on low, see? We'll take it back up to high. That is so much more of a wide lit up area. And you can see to the sides, and that side, you can see over this way a little bit. So if you're on the side of a road, also with my head moving, let's say my head is moving around here, you notice how the light isn't changing? I'm moving this lamp all over the place, but that spot isn't flopping all around down there, going over here. If I look up here, it's just a big, wide, open swath of light. Now, let's do this on the wall, and I'll show you the differences there. Okay, we're kind of in my little testing lane here for my garage. We're going to put on this light here. You see the spot? It's very, very bright in that spot, but the sides aren't as illuminated as well. So, let me switch out this light. Turn it off. There we go. Okay. Now, it doesn't seem as bright, does it? But do you notice that your sides are lit up as better? Your sides are almost as bright. And again, this isn't a thrower. This isn't a spotlight. This is to light up an immediate area. I would say for like search and rescue, when you go into a building, you want to walk into that building and you want to see any hazard, say, on this side of you, and on that side of you. This is really cool. With a spot, you may walk in and just see, oh, there's a person in front of me, but you may not see the person on the side or the vicious dog on the back or whatever. Now let's compare them. There's your spot, okay? There's your spot. I'm going to put the other one behind me. And there's your wide area light. So you see the difference. So for long distances and for throw, this isn't the light to get, you know. But if you're working around camp or if you're walking along a trail and you don't want as bright of a light, this is pretty awesome. So let's get back on the table. I'll give you the final information, the price, and where to pick it up. All right, so for those of you that didn't hear it before, it's 210 degree illumination, 300 lumens on high, an unknown amount of lumens on low. I would guess around 100. 3 AAA batteries power it. I would have liked to see them do a rechargeable pack, but maybe that's in the future for them. They are a brand new company, and I think they're going to be probably upgrading this as time goes on. The switch is very tactile and easy to use, no problems there. You've got your 2 power settings, high and low, and that's how you do it. And if you want to lock it out so that you don't accidentally activate it in your gear, you can just take that switch back here on the pack and turn it to off. The price on it, this is where it gets even better. $14.99. So for $15, you're getting a headlamp that really is cool, a really innovative, different kind of solution to headlamps. I like it. I think it has some limited applications where it'd be really, really handy. I think also it has applications where if you want to toss something in your vehicle for side of the road vehicle repair, like I showed you down there, up close type work, you saw how much brighter this was than just that one spot fixated on the hub of the wheel. This lit up everything. So that's kind of my applications for it. This will probably live in my vehicle because I like the fact that it does that. It is ultimately super adjustable. You see I have tons more room to adjust this here. So, I mean, no matter how big or small your head is, that'll fit it. It's comfortable to wear. It's not front heavy. You don't get that thing like you do with a traditional headlamp bouncing up and down. And when you walk, your light stays stable. Remember when I was moving the light all around and it still all looked lit up white? You don't get the beam moving all over the place as you walk. You have one big steady beam that lights up everything, and it doesn't bounce around as much. So it's a little easier to use in that respect. So I will put the link down below. $14.99 for a pretty darn good deal. I think eventually my suggestions would be to maybe make this a little bit of a bigger switch, maybe even put it on the battery pack, and to make the battery pack rechargeable, or to at least give you an option where it could be rechargeable and it also could be batteries if you like that. I don't mind batteries myself. I'm not one of those people that it has to be rechargeable, it's junk, you know. I'm kind of, I don't know, I guess because I'm older, I'm old-fashioned, I like my batteries, I like being able to change them and carry extras. But if I can carry a solar panel or a charger or one of those little charger banks like I've shown you and have this and recharge it, that's a lot easier than lugging around a bunch of heavy batteries. And that charger will charge a lot of other gear as well. So that is the Optimal Ventures Broadbeam LED headlamp. Like I said, I will put a link down below. It'll also be in my store, so don't forget to check out my store. If you don't see anything in there you like, just click the link and shop as you normally would. Really helps us out. Don't forget to check out our Olight link down below too. There's lots of cool Olights out there. They're really innovative and coming out with a lot of cool stuff. And if you're interested in getting started and storing up some freeze-dried food, our third link below there, you may have to click see more, has our Thrive Life stuff in it there. So if you're interested in getting started on some freeze-dried food, and now is a very good time to get started, especially with the issues we're starting to see in bigger stores where their vegetables are very, very limited. Now's the time to start stocking up on some freeze-dried stuff. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.